All right, here's our agenda for today. Go over the objectives. We're going to review the muscles that we looked at last class. We're going to learn how to build a weight for some exercises coming up. And we're going to do an intro to mindfulness via Headspace. And then we're going to have a conditioning piece and, of course, an assessment. So, our objectives to review the muscles of the body. We'll build a weight for exercise, learn and practice meditation, increase our cardiovascular and muscular endurance. All right, we're just going to go over the muscles of the front today as our review. So, our deltoid, remember we use that in push ups. Anytime the arm is moving away from the body, okay, to the front, to the side, overhead, as well as to the rear. The pec, right, main mover in a push up. Again, when we're pushing things away from the body. The bicep, right? Put your hand on your bicep right now. Move your arm back and forth. What direction is your hand moving when your bicep is contracting? What direction is your hand moving when your bicep is lengthening? All right, our abdominal muscles. Remember, our abdominal muscles, they are stabilizing the body. We use them when we're doing sit ups, but also anytime we're running, jumping, swimming, almost every exercise, we use the abdominal muscles to stabilize the spine. Our last one, our quadriceps, right? Major movers as far as the quadriceps, uh, running, jumping, squatting, big lower leg movements. Okay, we're going to build a weight to use for some exercises. Supplies that you're going to need: a backpack or some type of closable bag, something that will stay closed with objects in it, right? Things to fill that bag with: some school books, those are nice and heavy, some extra cloth or clothing just to balance out the bag with the books. You could also use a sandbag, rocks, a brick. If you have a water jug with a handle or a milk carton with a handle, you could use that instead of a backpack or a bag. That would also work. All right. Today we're going to put together a sandbag or a weight that we can use to do some exercises for class. Right. As you can see, we got a backpack. Right. Get any old backpack you have, unzip it. Right. And we're going to fill it with something heavy. I've got some books here. You should have a few textbooks at home. Just put them in there. That's going to be plenty of weight. I'm going to add a sweatshirt or some additional clothing just to fill out the backpack so the books aren't flopping around. Make sure you zip it all the way down to one end. Don't leave the zipper in the top middle. It has a tendency to open itself up. All right, this bag here, I just put a sandbag in. I filled a garbage bag, plastic garbage bag full of sand. I tied it up with some twine and added some duct tape, and then I put it into a sandbag casing. It holds up pretty well. Put it right in the backpack, and I'm good to go. Right, I'll use this to go for a hike around the neighborhood, and we can also use it for some different lifting. Also, if you've got a real weight, a dumbbell at home, perfectly acceptable to use that instead of our makeshift weights that we've got right here. So again, if you've got regular weights, that's great. Otherwise, you can also create using a water bottle with a handle, or a milk carton with a handle. You can fill that with water or with sand. Uh, Make sure you screw the top on tightly. You might want to add some glue if you're doing it that way, so you don't have any spills around the house. But we're going to need these for at least one, if not multiple lessons that we're going to have in the next and following weeks. Last week, we did a breathing exercise. Today, we're going to do a mindfulness exercise or a meditation. And I want you to keep in mind that meditation is exercise for your brain. Okay, the more you practice, the better you get at it. You will not be perfect right out of the chute. Okay, so as your thoughts are going left and right and all over, it's okay, right? Just follow along with the 10-minute program that's coming up. I recommend, if you have some headphones, put some headphones on if you can. Hopefully you have a quiet spot. And the nice thing is you can repeat this one over and over and over. Okay? Just go to find this lesson on YouTube, and you can just repeat this one for 10 minutes. It's a fantastic way to help yourself calm down when you are stressed, when you are anxious. And it's also a great way to appreciate the good things that are going on for you as well. So get comfortable and follow along.
Some days meditation will feel easy. On others, it might feel difficult. The trick is to gently stay with it each time, no matter how it feels. Look for a place in your routine where this exercise can slot in easily. Research shows it's easier to create a new habit when we do it at about the same time each day. We recommend doing it first thing in the morning, but you might need to be flexible with that. Find somewhere you won't be disturbed. Don't worry too much about background noise. I'll explain how to deal with that, but it might be easier at first if you have some peace and quiet. Make sure you're sitting comfortably before you start. Unless you're used to sitting cross-legged on the floor, I'd recommend using a chair. Sit with your legs and arms uncrossed, feet flat on the floor, and hands resting in your lap or on your legs. Try to keep your back straight, but not too tense. If you need it, a small cushion or a rolled up towel under your backside will help keep your back straight. And that's it. You're now ready to get some headspace. Hi. Over the next 10 sessions, I'm going to show you a really simple way of getting some more headspace in your life. Don't worry if you've never done anything like this before. This is a really straightforward technique, and I'm going to talk you through every step of the way. All you need to do is to sit back, relax, and just allow the body and mind to unwind. So right now, I'd just like you to take a moment to get comfortable. Doesn't matter whether you're sitting on a chair, on the floor, whatever suits you best. And I'd like you to begin with your eyes open. So not looking at one particular thing, just taking in the space around you. Nice soft focus with the eyes. And just keeping the eyes open for a moment. Just taking a couple of big deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you breathe in, just noticing how the chest expands as the lungs fill with air, and noticing how the body softens each time you exhale. And just with these first few breaths, doing it loud enough so you can actually hear the breaths. Again, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And with the next out breath, just gently closing the eyes and just feeling the weight of the body as it presses down against a chair or against the floor beneath you. And just notice how the weight falls, whether it falls directly through the middle of the body or perhaps a little more to the left or the right. Starting to notice the sensation of the soles of the feet just resting on the floor. And just feeling the weight of the hands and the arms resting on your legs or in your lap. So just bringing the mind into the body. Just starting to become more aware of physical senses. Perhaps starting to notice any sounds around you. So really tempting to see or to view sounds as an obstacle to inner peace. But we're actually going to use them in this exercise. So just starting to notice the different sounds around you. And then just bringing the attention back to the body again. So just checking in with the body. Notice how it feels. So normally we're so busy doing other things that we're not really aware of how the body feels. So we're going to start at the top of the head and we're just going to gently scan downwards. Just noticing any areas of tension, discomfort, but also noticing any areas that feel particularly relaxed, at ease. So just gently scanning down through the body. Not trying to change anything, we're just building up a picture of how the body feels. Don't worry if the mind wanders, just gently bringing the attention back to the body as you continue to scan down towards the toes. Now, as you scan down through the body, you've probably already noticed that as the body breathes, it creates a rising and falling sensation. So for some people, this is felt in the chest, others in the diaphragm, for some people the stomach. Doesn't matter where it is. If you can't feel anything at all, just gently placing your hand on your stomach. And just finding that rising and falling movement. We're not breathing in any special way. trying to change the rhythm of the breath. Again, the mind will probably wonder, don't worry if it does. But as soon as you realize it has, just coming back to the breath again. And just to help you maintain the focus on the breath, I'm just going to silently count the breaths as they pass. So as you feel that rising sensation, you count 1. Falling sensation 2. And 3. And 4. Just up to a count of 10. You get to 10, stopping there and starting again at 1. So just trying that a couple of times on your own now. So remember, it's normal for thoughts to arise. It's natural to get lost in that thinking, but as soon as you realize, just gently coming back to the breath again. So just enjoying having nothing to do. Just watching the natural rhythm of the breath. Realizing when the mind's wandered. And then just gently coming back to the breath each time. And then just for a moment now, I'd like you to let go even of any focus on the breath now. And just for a moment, allowing the mind to do whatever it wants to do. So if the mind's been wanting to think, just allowing the mind to think now. So really nothing to do at all. Just letting the mind be free, just for a few seconds. And then just gently bringing the attention back to the body. And just starting to become a bit more aware of the physical sensations in the body again. Just coming back to that contact against the chair, the floor, the soles of the feet on the floor, or the hands and the arms on the legs. And just starting to notice the space around you again. Any sounds, any sensations. And in your own time, when you're ready, just gently opening the eyes again. Take a moment before you move, have a stretch if you'd like to, and you can then just sit back in the chair. So, how does it feel having taken a few minutes out of the day? Does the body feel any different? Does the mind feel any different? Don't worry if there's still lots of thoughts running around. That's perfectly normal. Remember, this is a skill we're learning and it takes a little bit of time. But before you do jump up, before you get on with things, just take a few moments just to appreciate that feeling, to really acknowledge what it's like to take some time out, to allow the body and the mind to unwind. And I look forward to seeing you back here soon for session 2.
For your conditioning today, you're going to do an every minute on the minute workout. So, again, however long it takes you to do the required work, the rest of that time is rest until the next minute starts. So, in minutes 1 through 5, you're going to do 20 jumping jacks every minute. Okay. Minutes 6 through 10, you're going to do 30 jumping jacks each minute. And minutes 11 through 15, you're going to do 40 jumping jacks per minute. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Pay attention to your breathing. Okay. I want you to pay attention. Are you breathing through your mouth or through your nose? So, is this work aerobic or anaerobic? If it's aerobic, you're going to be breathing in and out through your nose. Okay. Relatively controlled, not very forceful. If you're at that anaerobic stage without oxygen, you're going to be going out through the breathing out through the mouth or in and out through the mouth, right? So pay attention, see how it changes, how your breathing changes through the workout. Um, does it change? Is it going to stay the same, right? So again, did your breathing shift from aerobic to anaerobic? And make sure you pay attention to at what point during the workout that it changes. For the assessment, you'll find the link on Schoology. And to see the replay of this, go to my YouTube channel and you'll be able to see it there.